It's Mixed Monday. If you didn't know, every Monday I make a video about being mixed and different topics, and if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments down below. I would love to hear them because I always need suggestions. But anyway, so today's topic about mixed life is talking black. Because apparently that's what I do sometimes, because that's a thing I roll. So I wanted to talk a little bit about this idea of speaking black or talking black. I have been called a wigger so many times in my life. It's not even offensive anymore. Never really was. And this whole persona of a person that is like ratchet or loud, you know, acts ghetto, I need that to not be so associated directly with black people. Not all black people are ghetto. Can we just say that for one? Like, I'm so tired of it. Like, this catch me outside girl. Because so many people are like, she talks like she's black or she's trying to act black, and I'm just like, wait a minute, hold on. Not all black people act like that. That is totally not how all black people act. That needs to stop. Anyway, I, as I've said 1,000 times, was raised around the black side of my family. I know a lot of people are probably like, what? You're black? Yes, I am, partially. And like I said in my last video, because I'm not 50-50, people think that like I can't associate with black culture and black people things and whatever else. And it's kind of difficult for me to accept that because I was raised on the black side of my family. I was a lot closer to that side than I was my white side, my dad's side. And anyone who's been to my house and has spoken to any of my brothers, my mom, we talk like black people. We use ebonics and we get loud. I don't know, we are us. I don't want to say we talk like black people. Like, that's just how we talk. That's how we communicate. I think it's so stupid when someone says you sound like a color. I think it is the stupidest thing in the world. It doesn't irritate me really anymore, but I just kind of like, wow, people are still saying this about me? Really? People always comment that on like my vlogs, or you know, I hang out with a lot of people of color. That's Hispanics and African Americans, everything in between. And like sometimes I do get comments that are like, why is she trying to sound like she's black? Why is she trying to act like she's black? Or, you know, she's around these black people so she thinks it's okay to like try to sound like them. And like, no, like I just was raised around that. Like, I don't have to prove it to anybody, and that's like my #1 thing to remember. I feel like I have lipstick on my teeth. But it is a little annoying when you do get called wigger for no reason. Like, I am not a white girl trying to act black. I am just Casey, and this is how I act, and this is my personality. I think a lot of times, like I mentioned in a video, a really old video I made about the different sides of you, split personalities, that's what it was about. Because sometimes I feel like in front of certain friends or in front of certain group of people, obviously like I'm this person, and you know, in front of my family I'm this person. It's not that I'm like a fake person, but like everyone, you have a club personality, you have a school personality, you have the personality you are in front of your mom, you have the personality you are in front of your friends. Like, you have different sides of you that certain environments allow you to show. Obviously, that's how my family talks, that's how we interact, that's how we behave, and so that is what I'm accustomed to, that's what I'm used to. You know, I'm used to all my aunts and my uncles and my cousins and my grandmother and everybody sitting around talking about black culture and black people things. I don't even like saying that, but I don't think you can categorize that by color or shade of skin tone. I don't think you can. I think that's all about upbringing and the environment they were raised in. Like, everybody was raised differently. That's a hard thing for a lot of people that watch my videos to accept, because they look at me and I'm fair skinned and they're like, why is she acting black? But I'm not. Like, this is just who I am, and this is how I was raised. And I know it's a little frustrating for some people, but like I always say, it's not really frustrating for me because I'm comfortable in my skin, and I know who my mother is, and I know who my father is, and I know my family. I don't need ancestry DNA to tell me how to behave, you know? Oh, I was gonna say, like, yeah, when I am with different groups of friends or people, I definitely have levels of myself that I show because of my comfort zone, like I just said. Yeah, there's been some kind of like, not like weird, I don't know, I don't even want to make them a big deal because I don't really care about them, but I guess I'll mention them. There's been like little moments where I might like, I don't know how to explain it without sounding offensive, to be honest. It's gonna sound offensive no matter what. But like I said, okay, I am friends with a lot of different people of a lot of different skin tones, as I'm sure a lot of people are. And there's like certain times where those groups of friends mix and I'm mixed, and you know, at the end of the day, I'm me. I don't really try to be anything, but I get into my comfort zone when I'm around people of color, to be honest. And I think sometimes my friends that are not of color get a little uncomfortable, and that's not necessarily their fault, and I'm not like mad at them, I'm not holding that against them, but just from my personal experiences, because that is all this is, everybody, I've realized like I can tell that they're just like uncomfortable with how comfortable I am with this culture, that they're like, wait, what? Why are you so comfortable with this culture? Like, you look like me. And I'm like, I know I look like you, but this is what I was raised around, so this is what I know best. It's just the way that I was raised. Like, I can't really help it. I'm being like really sensitive about my words right now, but I've felt them like watch me interact with Black people and Hispanic people and people of color in general, and like they're trying to understand like, why is she so comfortable with this culture? Like, why does she sound like them? Why is she moving like them? Why is she dancing like them? Like, all of that, especially dancing. Like, so many times people are thrown off that I can dance and that the way that I dance, I'm into, you know, hip hop and rap and all that, so like I dance to that mainly, and they'll be like, wait, what? And I'm like, yeah, like, this is me. This is 100% me. Being mixed with Black and white, and I'm sure anybody can relate when you're like Hispanic and white, or Asian and white, or Asian and Black. I'm sure when you're mixed with those two different cultures, you get me, you understand. Like, when you're around this group of people, it's a little different than when you're around this group of people. Because a lot of times, another thing, real quick, I've noticed that people tend to tell me that I have an accent, and I might have an accent. I don't know, because I don't know. I don't hear myself the way the world hears me. I might have a little New Jersey accent, but I really mainly think that that is from like the way that I talk. Like, I talk Black. They might say that, and then 5 minutes later be like, so what are you? And then that gets revealed, and they're like, oh, now it makes sense why you sound that way. And I'm like, I don't have an accent. What? I guess that's it for this video. I don't want to get too deep into this because this could go a lot of ways. Make sure to leave any suggestions in the comments down below. I really, really need suggestions, guys. Anyway, that's it. That's all. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.
How to master my craft, stacks in the stash, gold draped on me, blast from the past, new old school homie. GMC, you can't stand us, probably broken, got real low standards, on fire, flames of the street game.